Welcome, Rage Quit Wire.
Welcome to Rage Quit Wire.
Those of you that don't know us because you are interested in this song of Fire and Ice, Ice and Fire. I like the fire side better myself.
Wow, just get it together.
Anyways, we're a podcast. We focus mainly on Guild Ball, but we also like to do unboxing videos on a lot of these cool board games and stuff that, especially this guy gets on Kickstarter all the fucking time. So also...
Too much.
We do use some strong language, just so you know. So if you don't like that kind of thing...
So buckle the fuck up!
Whoa. If you don't like that kind of thing, sorry. So, just something that we're going to say. We're going to unbox a lot of this stuff, because you got a crap ton of boxes.
Yes.
So, if you want to get something like this and you're in the South Carolina area, if you go to the Final Round Game Shop in Summerville, South Carolina... Our buddy Jacob, who owns the store, he actually still has a few boxes of the full set that you got from the Kickstarter. So you can get that if you like what you see from these models. And
with the add-ons.
I'm going to tell you, these models are freaking
Or the
sweet.
stretch goals. Sorry, stretch goals.
Stretch goals.
Yeah.
But these models are sweet. Like, we're going to start unboxing this thing, and it's going to be good.
Yeah. So
Chris,
without...
Tell us what you like about
I wanted to, do without further ado, let's go!
What do you like about the box?
What do I like about...
why'd you get this Kickstarter?
Okay, so here's the deal. This is one that's done by Cool Mini or Not. And so Cool Mini or Not, they've done games like Zombicide, Blood Rage, is that...
Yeah, it's that Viking one. Yeah.
Rising Sun, I think, is another one. So they've come out with some really cool games recently, and obviously for anyone that's a big fan of the Game of Thrones TV show or the books, they want a game like this. And so great miniatures game, definitely a coordinated combat game that involves all sorts of, movement trays and those types of things. And I just thought it looked amazing. And so I actually, while I first was going to get this off of Kickstarter, I actually got this through Jacob. And so Jacob hooked me up. He made sure that I got all of the stuff that was in the stretch goals. And that's where this came about.
So, without further ado...
Oh, way to steal my thunder, you mother... Okay. Well, I'm opening it, so in your face.
This is your favorite part.
It is. I love ripping plastic off of these things.
All right, let's pick this sucker up. Okay. Best part, opening the box.
Okay.
This is a beast of a box.
It is. So, this is... And I don't know how much they're going to be expanding this, but this is Stark versus Lannister. So, I don't know if they're doing all of the great houses or what, but this is what we're starting with. So...
And I'll have to say, for starting, this is pretty amazing. Just as I throw that down, just all the
clumsy
different models and stuff that you get from this.
Okay. All right. So first things first, we need to know how to play. So we've got a rule book,
but we're not doing that today.
Okay. It looks like we've got some terrain
tokens.
Yeah, pieces.
And Chris and I are going to play this game. And we will record that just so you can see how much of a clusterfuck it is. And just our impressions of the game the first time we do it. But I do like how it looks like you have some kind of money or currency that you use in the game, hit points and terrain. So that is cool to see it comes with.
Yep. We've got some various types of cards. These are character cards. So this is Jamie's card and it gets a counterattack order, I guess is... one of his personal abilities, and then it looks like these cards have to do with it just says castle walls, so I don't know if this has to do with how you would build fortifications,
defenses or something. So also got objective cards. It looks like the one that we can see here says when you score points from this objective, you may restore up to D3 wounds to a friendly unit.
Wow, that's very dramatic.
This is a dramatic game.
Okay,
so awesome. We got cards to play with.
Dice.
Yeah, these look like some
Chessex dice.
Yeah, some cheap ass dice. All right, this is what Daddy likes right here.
All right, so the first thing we have here,
Chris is gonna awkwardly fumble through all the plastic in the box.
I'm sure I will.
Tape, the nightmare of podcasting.
I know, right?
You need a knife or something?
No. I got this one. Okay. All right.
We're live.
This size. You know what?
We're actually not live.
You can edit it.
You're right, I can.
Enjoy extra editing. Okay.
This is the guy that does all the editing. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Pete. And that's Chris over there. We kind of forgot that some people here are not going to know who we were. So, yeah. There's that.
Yeah, we do try to make sure to post these videos to the Facebook groups of whatever game it's associated with. And so we usually get a couple more listeners every time we do an unboxing video just from some other random games. So these are the movement trays. And from what I understand, I was talking to Jacob in the store, and he said he really liked the movement mechanics in this game. He compared it to Ruin Wars, but said that what he noticed was that it was so much better and cleaner than Ruin Wars. And so I'm not really familiar with Ruin Wars as a game, but...
It's not my favorite game.
Okay, well, either way, the comparison that he made was, well, these movement trays are so much better, and the movement mechanics are so much better than Ruin Wars.
Yeah, so I like movement trays I used to play a lot of Warhammer Fantasy, and movement trays were nice because
Your favorite, Age of Sigmar.
Yes, fuck that game. And movement trays I like because they have arcs, and it looks like on these movement trays they also have arcs if you take a look at them. It has a direction, so that means that front, flank, and rear arcs are going to make a difference probably in this game, just from what I'm seeing with these trays. And in Fantasy, you used to have to wheel or pivot when you moved in formations like that. Pivot! And yeah, I mean, these just look really clean. I like that you have ranks. This one is, my guess, going to be for the cavalry models we're about to see right there. I would guess this would probably be a hero. And then you have your infantry movement tray over here. So I already like that. And there's a bunch of them in there. So that's kind of cool to see. Yeah. So let's start with the Starks, I guess.
I don't know that it's separated that way.
Yeah, it is. Look, see, there's the red underneath. That's all the Lannisters.
Oh, it is? Okay, cool.
So these are the Starks.
All right, so these are the Starks. Now, I'm not sure how well you can see all of these, but...
So what we'll do is we'll kind of go through them, and then when we have all of them out, we'll go ahead and zoom in through them, just so the camera can pick them up a little better.
The detail on these are pretty dope.
Yeah, so usually these games, the plastic can be a little sketchy. But if you look at these when we zoom into them, the sigil's pretty clear. The facial hair on the riders are nice. Horse models look sweet. It's not all, dumb looking. So it's definitely looks really, really clean and really good. There's not any flash. I don't see any flash on there.
Yeah, and they come already assembled, which is really nice, especially for those people that maybe don't want to have to worry about painting and setup and all that.
You don't even have to paint this if you didn't want to, because since they're different color plastic, you could literally just play this as is. So that's really cool to see.
But yeah, as far as from a hobbying perspective, it looks like there's going to be some really good detail on these. You might have to clean up a few mold lines, but for the most part, you're going to get a lot of good detail.
Let's see what these suckers look like in this movement tray, man. These are just like too legit to quit right here. Yeah, so I mean, man, that's so freaking cool. And cavalry, and this is part of the reason why I love fantasy games so much, is just cavalry models are so just cool. Just the design and just the layout, the armor. They're usually really impactful in the game, getting in the flanks. So that's definitely a unit that when Chris and I play, I'm looking to wreck them in the face with.
Hey, that doesn't sound very
friendly. I call it Lannisters.
We're going to have
I'm
a friendly game.
Lannisters.
Okay, fine.
They always pay their debt. One way or another. So this is cool too. If you look at a lot of these bannermen, so one thing I didn't like when I played Warhammer Fantasy is the banners. Usually you had to paint a design on there, like freehanded.
That sucks.
It does.
That's terrible.
I'm a speed painter. People on our Patreon page, I just released a speed painting tutorial, and I know how to paint quick. I didn't like freehanding because it takes a long time, and mine always look like crap. But
Direwolf.
We got a direwolf. But these all have something on the flags, so that's great because you don't have to freehand anything. Ooh, look at that. I thought that was for a hero. It was for the fucking wolf.
I don't know. Maybe you can put heroes in it too, but maybe. Either way.
Well, the base size would imply that it's going to run around with Jon Snow, apparently.
And then it looks like we can take these dudes and We'll throw a few of them
Yep,
in here.
And there's some Bannermen in there too. Throw the Bannermen in.
Well, we're just mixing and matching now.
Well, I mean, I'll put them back.
What is this, like Thunderdome? Okay, so we've got these Starks. There are a bunch of Starks.
Yeah, how many infantry are in that plastic right there?
Man, now I gotta
Just
do some
quick
math and shit.
Just fucking multiply, man.
Probably something like 40?
Yeah, so you got
40. Let's go with 40.
You got that, you got the 4 cavalry, you got 3 Bannermen in here, and that's only half the box. Pretty freaking sweet. Like, if you had to buy that many models for Games Workshop, you'd be fucked.
Yeah, and Games Workshop, yeah, you don't know if you'd get, like, some shitty resins.
Yeah.
So, anyway, these look awesome. I think that these guys are supposed to be like the Mormonts because they look like they got bear skins on them.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
That's cool.
Okay, so
Alright, now let's see these cool ass Lannister models.
here, put those away while we're digging into this.
Okay. Don't tell me what to do.
Hey, you're not my dad. Okay, so these are the Lannister models. Let's just put this off to the side.
Yeah, and like I said, we'll get a nice close-up of these models just so people that want to get a closer look at them can do that towards the end of this. So.
Yeah. This is the one you'll want, I'm sure.
Holy crap, that's the mountain.
The mountain that rides?
It doesn't look like he's riding.
Okay, well...
That looks like Cersei. Dude, these models look so much cooler. And the Imp's in there too.
Yeah, these do look pretty sick.
Boom, look at him. He knows things. These are some really cool models. So, yeah, you got some halberds. You got these guys with, like, these great swords.
Here, Cersei leads from the back, so she's going back there.
Wow.
What? She's not willing to risk herself.
Dude, I'm telling you, these models are a lot cooler. You should let me paint these up.
We'll think about it.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll consider it.
Like, the shields are clean. Man, this, like, so, and this is kind of the military that I like in fantasy, is just like the heavily armored, you know, we got the fat stacks of cash, unlike those, you know, wolf riding, you know, heathens of the north.
The North remembers, okay?
They do.
So, this is what we've got. Again, shit ton of models. And that's the bottom of this box. And so just this box alone, it comes with probably over 100 models in it. Rulebooks, play terrain, dice. It looks like you have everything that you need to play right away just in this box.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so like I said, we'll do a video attached to this, or a link that's attached to this video, just so you can see all these up close. Yeah, just because this stuff's, you're going to want to see it up close. They look really cool. And like I said, obviously red, easy to, you know, decipher which one's which.
Red is dead. Bring it.
I'm going to kill you. Dude, this mountain model is freaking dope, as Chris would say.
It is freaking dope. That is accurate.
He's huge, dude. Now, I noticed that there's no cavalry with this box, so...
Yep, I guess you're screwed.
Do they not have cavalry?
Well, wait, there's more. Here, wait, let's put this back in there.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Okay. Alright. So,
in addition to this huge-ass box of stuff...
there's more!
Alright, so what are those 2 small boxes?
And wait, there's even more!
Alright, so over there you got what?
Okay, so I've got some...
And this is the side Chris is going to play when we finally do the video.
Oh, for sure. So this is the Stark Heroes. So it looks like it's got Summer in there. So I don't know which direwolf is already in there. But Summer is specifically in here.
Like it makes a difference.
Yeah, I guess. But it has Brendan Tully. It has Sir Roderick. It has Ned Stark. It has Howland Reed. And it has Bran riding on Hodor's shoulders.
So not a horse, but riding Hodor.
Yep.
Hodor.
Poor Hodor.
Alright, so then we have...
Wait, I'm not done with my side.
Let's get my heroes first, and then we'll get your
Fine.
box over there. So, we got the Lannister heroes. Awesome box. You have Sandor Clegane. Clegane.
You watched the TV show.
I do. We got Tywin, which is awesome. We got Tyrion. So this Tyrion actually looks a little better though because he has like his battle axe.
Yeah,
so pretty cool. We'll see in a minute. You got the High Sparrow, and you got some guy named Pycelle.
Grand Maester Pycelle.
Yeah. The creepy old dude.
Yep.
So, and then what other box you got over there, Chris?
I've got some Stark Bowman, so I can shoot his ass off.
And then in the awesome box, the Knights of Castle Rock.
So there you go. You've got your cavalry.
Boom. All right, which one you opening first?
I don't know. Which one do you want to open first?
Let's do the heroes first.
Okay. All right. Let's do some heroes.
Never forgive. They never forget. I'm going to open mine at the same time.
Fine then.
I thought you were going to start this.
I did.
No, you did.
Yeah, it is. It started.
Here. I could... This makes for good television.
It does.
Alright.
Look, I've got another movement tray. A wolf movement tray.
For the wolf. Alright, so go ahead and we'll do your snow guys first.
Okay, so this box has a movement tray. Again, it has more cards. I'm going to have to buy some fucking sleeves for these.
Yep.
Damn it.
And you not know where you can get some sleeves?
At final round, and I will, but I always feel like I don't calculate in the cost of the sleeves when I do these games. Yeah. And it's just a crazy. Okay, so now I have to like wrestle with some tape again.
Alright, so something else that comes with these, you got the cards for the hero upgrade, so I mean that's all great because everybody hates it when you gotta find like a book or something to go with the game. Like if you play Warhammer, you gotta buy an army book, you gotta buy the main rule book. So it's awesome that it looks like all the stuff you need to play the game is actually in the boxes. So that's really cool to see. Alright, so how you making out there? What do you got?
Well, I'm just trying to like fight with this tape. Okay, so here's Summer. And here's Hodor.
That's a pretty big model too, actually.
I know. Pretty cool. And it looks like... Well, let's see. Let me use this cheat sheet on the back. Okay, so this is Howland Reed, who we have yet to really see in the TV show. I don't know where he's been at.
I guess they're just not going to use him.
I bet your ass they will. So we've got Brendan Tully, and this is Ned, and then Sir Roderick is right here.
Hey, Ned still has his head.
Ned still has his head.
Okay, and then over here, dude, look at that model and tell me that's not friggin' sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Got Tyrion with his battle axe, Got Tywin, and Tywin's the friggin' man. I mean, he's one of my favorite characters in the whole...
Tywin's a dick.
Well, that's probably why I like him. You know, he gets shit done. Got this guy. Man, this guy has like a bastard sword. There's the Sparrow.
That's the Hound.
And there's the crazy old guy, Grand Maester. So, and I'm telling you, we're going to zoom in on this, like I said, and we'll attach the video to the regular YouTube channel. But the detail on these models are really good, and it's kind of surprising just that a Kickstarter game like this is going to have that high quality plastic. So really awesome to see.
Well, and the other thing that I think is really telling is it tells me that Cool Mini or Not is really upping their game, because I remember seeing some of the zombie side models early on.
They're kind of rubbery.
That were, yeah, they were just way too rubbery, and so it's nice that they're making that improvement.
Alright, so we got our heroes. Like we said, get close-ups for you guys as we kind of go along here. Now, Chris, I'm just kind of curious. Now, all this stuff we're looking at, I mean, what was the price point for this?
So, for everything, and there's stuff that we aren't going to be able to take the time to go through, but we'll do it in another video. For everything, the hundreds of models that I received as part of the Kickstarter and the stretch goals alone, it came out to $150.
Wow!
And so I think that it'll be more since the Kickstarter's over now. But I know Jacob's shop has them, and he's selling them for $150. Or I don't know. He's selling it for whatever MSRP is. So I don't know if $150 was just special for the Kickstarter. I'm not sure. I'm making no promises. Okay, you're on your fucking own.
Either way, I think under $200.
Yeah,
that's a steal, like for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
You're getting a crap ton of models here.
Okay. Bowman.
Cavalry. Castle Rock. Alright.
Another movement tray. Good. More cards. And I could probably just hold these up. I don't think I need to take them all out. So we've got a bunch of archers here. Looks like we've got about 12 different archers. And they came with a movement tray, so we can use them.
That's nice.
Yep.
And looking at the Knights of Castle Rock. Oh, man, these models are so cool. So these guys are more decorated and a little more detailed, a little more flamboyant, if you will, than their
they are.
wolf counterparts. Almost like if you played Warhammer Fantasy, they're almost like the Bretonnian Knights. So it's definitely kind of cool to see.
No clue what that is.
Just with the detail. They're basically like King Arthur's court kind of knights with all the regale and everything with them. So really cool. You get another movement tray, so that's great. And yeah, just so excited. I'm excited to play this game.
Yeah, this game's going to be fun.
So also got the cards with them.
You know what we should do? We should assign the other Chris Leopard. We should assign him to learn the rules of this game and then teach us the rules.
Yeah.
He's good at that.
He is. But I'm also good with the movement shenanigans here. So we're going to go ahead and we'll talk about this in a second. But like I said, look down in the comments for the link to the video that's going to get the close-up of this stuff. So Chris, I mean, looking at all these models, what's kind of your first impression of the game?
I like the quality of the models, and I like what I've heard about people that have run demos with this game at various conventions. And so I think that Cool Mini or Not is really stepping their game up, and that's my first impression.
Yeah, and like I was saying at the shop earlier, I wasn't that interested in the game, but looking at the models and kind of reading online some of the things about this game, it seems like a really fun game. Plus, if you're really into Game of Thrones, I mean, I don't know how you can't love these models if you're a tabletop guy or gal.
Game of Thrones, that Song of Ice and Fire, it is built for a tabletop game where you can like split up into all those factions, and there's so many unique characters that you can just slide right in. That's just perfect.
Here's what I'm hoping from the actual gaming mechanics of this. I hope it fits the background of all the stories that we read and watched with the show. I'm hoping that stuff dies a lot in this game. I'm hoping that, maneuvering matters. Like when you the battles of the Starks, attacking the Lannisters, where they they basically sacrifice a small force so they can, outflank the main army of the Lannisters. It's just something I hope I really hope that maneuvering matters in this game.
Well, from what I understand, it does. And then the other thing that I know you'll be excited about is this game also involves like a little mini game within the game where those characters that you never see in battle, characters like Cersei, Varys, those characters affect the game, but from behind the scenes.
Like a political...
Yeah, like there's a political juxtaposition that affects the outcome on the battlefield, but also is a whole nother element that adds depth to this. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Well, because if you think about it, like in a battle, it's like, okay, well, Hodor shouldn't have that much impact on a battle, right? So hopefully you're right where there's
but a three-eyed raven could.
Yeah, right. So hopefully, like you said, there's a mechanic there, and there was some kind of currency or money tokens in there. So I'm sure that has something to do with it, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
All right, well, until next time, we're going to get some gameplay in with this soon and post that up, and we'll give our thoughts about how the game actually plays.
Yep, we'll probably also paint some updates with painting along the way. And so we'll see how that all goes. But until next time, thanks for watching. Roll dice, throw salt. We're out.